So I'm just gonna let you know right now. This is gonna be a spoiler-filled review. I'm not gonna hold anything back. Whatever's in my head, I'm just gonna like let it be known. So, Obsession. What is Obsession about? Obsession is follows the story of Bear and Nikki, two friends, and basically how Bear has feelings for her, Nikki does not. She sees him as a friend, he sees her as a crush. And basically it's like a work friendship. We don't see how they interact at work in the sense of like before the movie. We just know that he likes her, she doesn't like him. And one of the things which is very critical if you listen, like if you watch this movie, she specifically says in one scene, love and romance are not the same thing. So, which is funny because now I'm thinking about it, the wish she makes later. So basically, they went on a little friend get together. Bear offers Nikki to take her home, and he bought a little thing for her. It's like a little wish thing, and if you crack it, like you break it, and your wish comes true, whatever you wish for. So he was gonna give that to her, but he folded under pressure and he was like, never mind. He's also gonna tell her, I like you, but he never said that. So here's what happened. She goes to her house, she's walking to her house as she gets out the car. He takes out the box and he's like, I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone else in this world. Tell me why the next scene you see her standing at the fucking porch of her house, bro. And things it's like her you just see her shadow. You don't see her until she comes closer to the car again and that's when she starts tweaking out. So um she's like, "Oh, um, do you like me? Are you okay?" And then Bear's like, are you okay? Like, this is not really you." And she's like, "Oh, I guess you're right, but do you want to come inside and maybe we can get some drinks or something?" And then Bear's like, "Bro?" So, whatever. She gets in the car and then she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm feeling this way because my dad is sick, he has cancer, and I just feel so alone." And he starts crying in the car. Then Bear's like, "Oh no, let's not do that." He pats her in the back, or at least that's what I thought. Like, so then she's like, "Can we go somewhere? Like, I can't step into my house without feeling sad about my dad." So Bear's like, "Where do you want to go?" Next scene, Bear takes her to his house, and whatever it cuts to, or like a little fast forward. Bear's like, "Okay, you sleep in the bed. Good night. See you tomorrow." "Can you lay with me?" Bear's like, she wants it. So whatever, he goes to the bed, and then she takes her shirt off, and then Bear's like, and then and then he lays down in bed, and then because she loves him more than anything in the world, she gets on top of him, and they start making out. You know that, what the fuck? And then she gets scared, like another personality ever comes out. Bear's like, "What the fuck? What happened? What happened?" And then Nikki's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had a panic attack. I'm sorry if I scared you." Bear's like, "Okay." Fast forward to tomorrow. He talks to his friend about it, and then like, he's like, "But how'd you get her to like you?" And then she's like, "I don't know." Bear's like, "I don't know. She just liked me randomly, and I can't really explain it." His friend's like, "Are you sure she's not a Molly or like any drug or anything?" And then she's like, and then the Bear's like, "No, this she just did this randomly." So whatever. The work shift concludes, and then fast forward a little bit more. His friend takes her to her house, and his friend was like, "Yo, by the way, she's perfectly fine. Nothing happened. Like, she was herself. So something's up." It's like, okay. Um, Tell me why when they're on the phone later, she comes up to Bear's house again and asks to sleep over. She was apologizing for the night before. Then a little montage happens of like them being lovey dovey and everything, and then it just goes even more downhill from there. Like, you really have to appreciate the range this actor who played Nikki has. I wish I knew her name before I did this review, but like, tell me how she went from a friend to a loving girlfriend to a fucking crazy psychotic like woman, bro. Like, like thinking about it for me is like, it's cinema, bro. It's just fucking cinema. So TLDR, it goes downhill. Um, He's trying to break free of the wish because later on during the movie, he calls the number in the back of the little make a wish willow thing, trying to be like, hey, I want to cancel this. This is not what I wanted. So then the guy on the phone's like, you want to talk to her? He's like, what do you mean you want to talk to her? And then you can hear Nikki screaming in the back like her true self. You find out that like she's being controlled by the willow. Like this is not her. This is not her loving bear. It's the willow loving bear. If that makes sense. If you watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm saying. But it's like more of like a she sees everything that's happening, but she's not the one allowing it to happen. And that's also one of the main aspects of the horror because she's not in control. She's seeing herself do all this and she can't do anything to stop it. And that explains why when she breaks out, she's like, what the fuck? She starts creeping out. That's her real Nikki coming out. Oh, and there's a point in the movie where like, oh bro, this part of the I get really scared talking about it because like it's fresh in my head. But there's a point in time where um Nikki's asleep and then Bear's trying to go out to talk to his friend, Sarah. And basically Nikki's asleep and then she's like, Bear, please kill me. And this is the real Nikki talking, not the Willow Nikki, like the one with the Make a Wish Nikki. So then Bear's like, do you really love me? Like, what's so bad about being with me? Then she keeps on saying, please kill me, please kill me. So instead of doing the morally right thing, knowing he caused this, he walks away, and then while she's begging, you can hear like, Bear, please, please, please. And the next scene is cutting to Bear and Sarah in the car, and Sarah has a love interest in Bear, and that's all Bear wanted. That's the worst part. He just wanted to feel seen. So tell me why when Bear they're about to kiss, Jesus Christ, Nikki breaks through the fucking window, grabs Sarah's hair, starts like pop 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 against the fucking against the horn, bro, against the car horn. And keep in mind, at this point in the movie, you're already tense as fuck. I was shaking at this point. Like, I don't want to, like, very few movies have done this to me. I was shaking. Like, I was trembling. I was behind my sweater. I was hiding behind my sweater. I was scared. And I think most of that fear also comes from the fact that this is, like, this is horror. Like, this is human horror. Like, there's no supernatural aside from the willow. This is just acting. Knowing that there could be someone as crazy as her in this world. Like, when you say you want someone to love you more than anyone else in the world, they would do anything for you. And that's scary. This movie shows that fear. This movie shows that anyone who loves you, now romanticizes you, loves you, will do anything for you in the world. And this movie really exaggerates that. So basically, at the end of the movie, Bear is like, I can't do this. I'm gonna kill myself. So before he does that, he goes back to the shop and he tries to get one of his friends to make another wish saying, I wish this was back to normal. His friend didn't believe him, so his friend was like, I wish for $1,000,000. And then $1,000,000 started raining from the sky, and that wish was wasted. So then she comes back, and then, Bear comes back to his house. I'm sorry, not Sarah. Nikki's being Nikki, being batshit insane at this point. And basically, he goes to the bathroom, and he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna end it. He overdoses, and in that split second, this is where the horror comes in, bro. You hear the Make a Wish Willow thing, like the little jingle. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a tell me why this motherfucker starts digging down his throat to try to throw up the pills, and then he doesn't. He goes back outside. He starts kissing her while Nikki's deformed from all the injuries she's self-sustained from herself. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And then he dies. When he dies, the wish ends. So now Nikki's left with all this stuff, and like all her friends are dead. She's in the middle of a crime scene. So and that's where the movie ends. And the credits, you hear Nikki crying, and that's it. The movie ends like that. And I only noticed this because the person I was watching it with pointed this out to me. You hear the willow, they hear the Make a Wish willow snap, and then he starts digging his mouth and try to vomit the pills. She wished for him to love her as much as she loved him. That's creepy, bro. Like, it just drives me insane, bro. This is the type of horror that I enjoy. I love supernatural, I love paranormal, I love sci-fi. But there's just something that drives it home when it's human horror, like I said, when it's like, it's like it's real, like, you know what I mean, like real in the sense of, like, anyone can do this if they wanted to. It's just a really, really, really good watch. And very, very rarely do I make a review as soon as I come home, and as soon as, like, I sit down in this chair, I'm like, I have to make a review on this. I just had to. It was like, it's fresh in my head. This is gonna stay with me for a while. This is up easily up there in one of my favorite horror movies. Please, please watch this movie. That's all I can really say, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night. Have a great day whenever you watch this. But yeah, peace out, guys.